of our beloved companions, the post-war American dream. It is a sad occasion, of course, and this is why we mourn. For it is not just we who mourn, but across our land, millions of Americans are mourning, weeping, gnashing teeth, troubled by the passing of this giant, this symbol that now has been taken from us at a time too soon. It was a dream conceived in the ashes of 2 world wars, born in the conflagration of the struggle with fascism, and a struggle to create a free society. The dream promised much to us, to our parents, to our grandparents, to our children. The needs of life met: good food, good shelter, free to worship, free to assemble, free to associate, freedom from fear, freedom from want. We were meant to be free. Democracy meaning the people in charge of the people. This, we were told, was our dream. Woo! Woo! At this point in the funeral, we're going to have a reading from the Canticle of the Dream found in the Book of the New Deal.
The basic things expected by our people of their political and economic system are simple. They are equal opportunity for all, jobs for those who can work, security for those who need it, the ending of special privilege for the few, the preservation of civil liberties for all, the enjoyment of the fruits of scientific progress in a wider and constantly rising standard of living. These are the simple, basic things that must never be lost sight of in the turmoil and unbelievable complexity of our modern world. The inner and abiding strength of our economic and political systems is dependent upon the degree to which they fulfill these expectations. Many subjects connected with our social economy call for immediate improvement. As examples, we should bring more citizens under the coverage of old age pensions and unemployment insurance. We should then widen the opportunities for adequate medical care.
Yeah!
We should plan a better system by which persons deserving or needing gainful employment may obtain it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the Four Freedoms speech, January 6, 1941.
Now, in the beginning was a dream of the people and the land, a dream of peace, security, stability, meaningful work, sustainability, the ability to achieve, to use all of our gifts to creatively change the world around us. And this dream was aided by an alphabet of post-war America, the WPA,
Works Progress Administration,
the NLRA,
National Labor Relations Act,
GI Bill,
GI Bill,
FHMA,
the Federal Home Mortgage Act,
OSHA,
the Occupational Safety and Health Act,
the ADA,
the Americans with Disabilities Act,
Yeah!
the Equal Rights Amendment, the
Yeah!
Civil Rights Amendment.
and the dream listened, and it heard the blood of the poor cry out from all corners of the globe. It was a dream that heard the cries for my fair part, for my fair share. And people came to this land from all parts of the globe, and the cries of the people were loud, and the voice of the people was heard. Say with me: justice!
Justice!
Peace!
Peace!
Good work!
Good work!
Equality!
Equality!
Now reading from the book of Chavez.
Actually, this is from the Book of King, Martin Luther King. I'm the King.
Woo!
Do not romanticize the poor.
No romanticemos al pobre.
We are all people,
Somos todos seres humanos,
human beings subject to the same temptations
objetos a las mismas tentaciones,
and faults as all others.
y tenemos las mismas faltas que todos nosotros.
Our poverty damages our dignity.
Nuestra pobreza daña nuestra dignidad.
From the depths of need and despair,
Por lo más dentro y profundo de nuestras necesidades y desesperaciones,
people can work together,
la gente puede trabajar junta.
can organize themselves
Podemos organizarnos juntos
to solve their own problems
y resolver nuestros propios problemas.
and fill their own needs with dignity and strength.
Y podemos vivir nuestras propias necesidades con dignidad y fuerza.
What is at stake is human dignity.
Lo que eso significa es la dignidad humana.
If a man is not accorded respect,
Si un hombre no es respetado,
he cannot respect himself.
no podrá respetarse a sí mismo.
And if he does not respect himself,
Si no se respeta a sí mismo,
he cannot demand it.
no podemos demandar.
The strike and the boycott
La huelga y el boicot
have cost us much.
nos ha costado mucho.
What they have not paid us in wages,
Lo que no nos han pagado con salarios
better working conditions,
y mejores formas de condiciones de trabajo
and new contracts,
y nuevos contratos,
they have paid us in self-respect and human dignity.
nos han pagado con una autoestima y una dignidad humana.
Cesar Chavez in the Grape Fields, 1965.
César Chávez en California durante la huelga de...
But no! I saw a vision! And a seal was opened, and there emerged the fanged creature of war. And lo, the light was obscured by the fog of a smokestack, and sickness attacked the dream. The plague, the greed of avarice, of profit. And those in the corporate boardroom hardened their hearts, and they spread that pestilence. And as the illness quickened, the body of the dream grew weaker. Our unions, our communities, our schools, our jobs, our homes. And I saw a blood-drinking robber baron wearing a silver dome riding a fat cat with 50 heads. And it carried those limbs away. And the dream weakened and it fell victim to a new alphabet. NAFTA.
North American Free Trade Agreement.
CAFTA.
Central American Free Trade Agreement.
DOMA.
Defense of Marriage Act.
Cut in social services to the poor. Cuts in education. Cuts in research. Cuts in health care. Spending trillions for war. More for Wall Street. More for billionaires. And the gods of Pluto laughed. And behold, on that last day, the day of deregulation, I saw the kitten of human self-governance slowly crushed in the grip of Mammon. War Machine, the Lord of Finances, as he claimed from Mordor to claim his ring. Now thus in this occasion. Now, back in my church, we used to have testimony service. Now, testimony service is when you can come up and you get to tell the truth how it really, really is. So we got a few people going to give their testimony. If any of you want to give a testimony, you got to come on up. So Daniel Soto.
Yes.
There you go.
Hallelujah! 30 years ago, NAFTA was signed by the U.S. and Mexico. They said they would solve all our problems. We will not have more immigration problems. We have more people who want to immigrate to the United States because of the need of the food, hunger. People are working for nothing in Mexico and Central America. And I'm from Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, our president was very much in favor of this treaty. Promised us that we will be driving BMW, what's it called? Volvos and all kind of, and everybody went crazy thinking, wow, 3 years have passed. They're still in the same bicycles they were before. This is what the promise. They promised us everything, and they give us nothing. So it's up to us to change that. It's up to you and it's everybody. We are responsible for our future. We have it in our hands. It's time for us to fight back. We are part of the 99%. We are Latinos. We are here.
¡El pueblo unido! ¡Comandante Daniel!
That's Johnny from New House.
Comandante Daniel,
I'm really happy to be here today. I am here as the daughter of immigrants. My father is Haitian, my mom is Jamaican. I'm here as a queer activist. My mom is a woman. I am here as a feminist. I love women myself. I'm here as a humanist. I think solidarity is built on telling our stories. Solidarity is built on seeing each other, not being invisible to each other. I think sometimes we forget we're in this together, and we're too busy surviving, and that makes sense to me because we have to survive. But we need to pull each other up. As we're pulling ourselves up, we need to pull each other up because every day someone is battered. Every day someone is raped. Every day someone is called a slur. whether it is a transphobic slur, whether it is a racial slur, whether it is a religious slur, whether it is, you name it, it's everywhere. And if we are to move forward, we are to evolve within ourselves. Be aware of our own privilege. Be aware of our own privilege. How are we using privilege? Are we using it to hurt or help? If you're not an ally, become an ally. You can be gay and be transphobic. You can be a woman and be woman-hating. You can be a man and love everybody but are invisible because you're a gay man. Maybe you're scared to seek services because your partner has raped you and he too is a man. All of these are products of oppression. These don't go away with silence. We were never meant to survive. The only way we will survive is for our voices to be heard. I beg you to speak up. I beg you to speak loud. I beg you to speak proud so that there is no mistaking what we are demanding. We are demanding equality for all human beings. Right now, not yesterday, no waiting, because if we wait for equality, we will wait forever. We must demand it. The folks that came before us, they didn't wait. They took it, and they went with it. So I beg you, fist in the air, say it proud, we are freedom fighters. We are freedom fighters.
My name is Logan Flores. I'm the son of an immigrant. My father and mother came to us from Monterrey, Mexico. They've been here and raised my family, and I'm sorry if I get emotional, but hearing things in Spanish and seeing the culture come together, it really puts me in an odd position to see my father's voice be projected to myself. I'll try to speak up. My father worked his ass off. He lived the American dream. He did what very few people can. He worked as a plastic engineer till now. I don't know when he ever started, but it was a long, long, long time. And if you ask him what he's doing right now, he's probably sleeping, getting ready to go to work. He put me through college. He lived the American dream, and when he told me when I was going to college, he let me know that it was that. He let me know that the next level is next, and that I need an education, because the next things that are coming, you can't do off the sweat of your own brow anymore. You're going to need people, you're going to need friends, you're going to need love, which is what's written on my forehead. My father was a very, very inspirational man, and he taught me many things that go along with the Save the Dead celebration. And I bring this to you guys, letting you know that when he was younger, his fun was tying a string to a cockroach and watching it fly. That was his fun. Now he sits in a recliner with a beer after getting off work and sees an LCD flat screen that projects images off crystallized mechanisms to give him a beautiful image. The future is untold. No one can know what's next. But being here creates what's next in my mind. Being here is the next step forward. And that's what he taught me. Woo!